And that is the organization which we founded 10 years ago, that it's an economic emancipation movement that is not just about its individual leaders. Economic freedom fighters is going to outlive all of us. It has gained a life of its own even now.
So even what you are saying, the president is leading excellently the organization
and is doing extremely very well in a very decisive, focused, and inspirational, persuasive way. But the organization is growing, like this Ipsos research company generated a report which they presented to all of us to illustrate that when we participated in the first elections, the individual leaders of the EFF, because the organization was still young, were much more popular than the organization. But it is now a different story. The organization has gained a life of its own. Look, in the recent past, this past week, in the University of South Africa, 43,000 students, where we are not involved, none of us here, in the campaigns of the Student Representative Council elections. And 43,000 people voted for the EFF Student Commands without our participation. So this organization is far, far, far much bigger than all of us as individuals. And that is the organization which we founded 10 years ago, that it's an economic emancipation movement that is not just about its individual leaders. It's not a private organization. It's an organization of the people. It's an organization which we are going to bequeath to future generations to emancipate ourselves from the neo-colonial dominance of the West. And that is what this organization is all about. So if there's one thing which we are rest assured and we confidently know, is that this EFF is going to outlive all of us. So that is, I mean, it's finding expression in other parts of the African continent. In Namibia, we've got the economic freedom fighters, which ascribes to our leadership here in South Africa. They've got members of parliament in Namibia. We have never been to Namibia to campaign for the EFF. So the EFF is an idea which is long overdue, and it's relevant for the lives of our people. And one thing for sure, in which we are 100% convinced and we know, is that it is going to outlive all of us in terms of what happens. So that is the organization that it's an instrument in the hands of our people. It's a fighting weapon that will inspire many generations to come to fight for economic emancipation. Thank you very much, President.